Hello students, let's talk about the first chapter, real numbers. In the exercise 1.1 we can see the first question is express each number as a product of its prime factors. So for example, for 140, if we divide it by 2, we get 2 into 70 is 140, 2 into 35 is 70 and 5 into 7 is 35. So you can write it as 2 into 2 into 5 into 7, which is 2 power 2 into 5 into 7. Next comes second question, which is 3825. So for 3825 it is 5. If you divide by 765 you will get it. Then in 5 again divided by 153, then 3 it is 51 and 3 it is 17. So if we write into multiples, it will be 3 into 3 into 7, 5 into 5 into 17, which is equal to 3 power square into 5 square into 17. Similarly for 7429. We'll go for the second question, which is LCM and HCF. So for LCM and HCF, the starting part is same. That is, we need to find the multiples of prime factors. So similarly, so for 26 we have 2 into 13, whereas 91 it is 7 into 13. So what is the highest common factor? So we can see for 2 into 10 and 7 into 13, the highest common factor is 13. So the HCF is 13. Whereas for LCM, we have to consider multiple as only one, that is least common multiple. So if it is multiplying as common, we have to consider only once. So here 13 is common in both, so we will consider only once. The rest we will just multiply it. So there will come 182. The property of HCF and LCF is the product of LCM and HCF will be equal to the product of the two numbers. So here if you multiply LCM and HCF, we will get 13 into 182, which I did here. We will get 2366, and the same with the product of numbers, which is 26 into 91 is also 2366. The next we will find out how to find for three numbers, that is 8, 9 and 25. If you do, we will get it 2 into 2 into 2 for 8 and 3 into 3 for 9 and 5 into 5 for 25. So here there is no common factor, so we will write HCF as 1, whereas LCM, which is as I mentioned, if there is no common factor, we will just directly multiply all the things. So we will get 1800. But as I mentioned before, the LCM and HCF for two numbers will be equal to the product of those numbers, whereas for three it will not be equal. We have to consider that point. And here we can find it is mentioned that HCF of two numbers is 9, whereas LCM we need to find out. As for the two numbers, the property that LCM into HCF will be equal to the product of the two numbers. So consider HCF as x, then HCF as 9, so LCM as x, then 9 into x equal to 306,657, where x will find out 306,657 by 9, and the LCM will find out. The next, it is mentioned to explain why 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 and 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 1 plus 5 are composite. So what is composite number? Composite number will be having multiples of prime numbers, that is, it is factors of 2. So here you can see that is 7 into 11 plus 13. Here you can see that 13 plus 13 are common. So if you take consider 13 as a common, we will get 1 for this and the 1 as for second number. So we will get 7 into 11 into 13 into 2. Any composite number is simple that it has multiple factors, not only one or its number or some other number. So here we have 7, 11, 13 and 2. 4 common factors are present. So it's a composite. Similarly for the next one, also here you can see the 5 and 5 are common. So if you take 5 as a common, you will get 1 plus 1. So it will be equal to 7 into 6 and 5 into 3 into 2 into 2. So it is also same as composite number. So we'll catch up again for the exercise 2.